Breaking news. This just in. Brandon Tatum needs immediate prayers. The following video is in the form it was when I found it. I did not add anything to this video.
Is that black on black?
Do something. Everybody on your live stream know you something. And when I see you, I'm whooping your ass.
But it gets worse. Way worse. This is a guy by the name of Officer Tatum, who's a so-called black conservative who's made a very good career, I would say a very lucrative career. And Officer Tatum is going through a very, very difficult time right now because right now in this country, many Americans are completely fed up with that one foreign nation that we can't talk about on YouTube, or we can't just outright name on YouTube without getting our videos flagged. Just outright name on YouTube without getting our videos flagged. But everybody should know who I'm talking about. That one nation that Bibi Netanyahu is the prime minister of. Well, Officer Tatum is a self-proclaimed Zionist, and so he is willing to do whatever is necessary, verbatim. He said himself he's willing to do whatever is necessary to support that foreign nation. Well, Officer Tatum is also in a much more interesting position because there's a guy by the name of Nick Fuentes who has been coming after Officer Tatum. Officer Tatum and Nick Fuentes are involved in a public beef right now. But I want you all to take a listen. Before we play this clip, I want you all to take a listen to the hypocrisy coming from Officer Tatum as he talks about his problem with Nick Fuentes and people who has a problem with this foreign nation. Hit the like button on your way in.
The grand finale. Nick Fuentes, as some people call him. Only reason why I'm making these videos is because I believe Charlie Kirk, if he was still alive, he'll be crying out for us to say, you cannot humanize idiot people. What does humanization mean? What? Humanization doesn't mean you can't interview them, you can't debate them. Humanization means during the debate, are you going to bring up any of this stuff that I'm about to show in my video? Are you going to challenge him on anything that you claim are your core values? Humanizing somebody is saying this person, like for instance, let's say Hitler was still alive. Well, let's say we can go back in time because Hitler would be 100 years old or something crazy. But let's just say we go back in time. During that time period, he did all these atrocities and all of the great, horrible things that he's done. And Stalin actually killed more Jews than Hitler did. And you're not getting, it's like interviewing Stalin and not bringing any of that up. That's humanizing people. Or normalizing, not humanizing, but normalizing people.
He's talking about humanizing people. Remember that he said that because that's going to be very important coming up here in a second.
People keep telling me, Brandon, you should debate Nick Fuentes. It's like, I'm not a wussy like.
All right. I don't care if they debate or not, but I want to know what he's talking about when he says humanize, because he's part of the machine. He's part of the beast system. Like he's a cog in that wheel. So if he says humanize, that gets my attention. I'm thinking that it slipped out by accident. I think Mr. Tatum needs prayers because he's covering up the murder of a great young man.
Like Tucker Carlson, all these other people.
God.
You come on my show, bro, I'm going to get in your rear end. Pause. I'm going to get on your case, bro.
Smith that's having Nick Fuentes on, and they're not challenging any of the things that Nick Fuentes has said. He would actually challenge Nick Fuentes and humanize him. Officer Tatum, do you mean like the way in which you challenged and humanized Bibi Netanyahu? Officer, I was only spit on once when I went to that foreign nation. Tatum, is that what you mean? Officer Tatum, do you know that they're literally calling you AIPAC Shakur? Not Tupac Shakur, but AIPAC Shakur.
You're not finna sit across from me, all that junk you were talking online about me being stupid out there, and I'm not gonna say nothing about that. The crazy things you said about my friend Charlie Kirk, I'm not gonna confront you on that, bruh. The stuff you said about Erica that was disgusting, I'm not gonna confront you on that.
So I really don't care about all the drama. So I'm going to skip all the drama.
First clip of the day is what this fool said about me. Tell me that you will hear somebody like Charlie Kirk talk like this. Just roll the clip.
That's your question? Sent $21. There's this guy called Officer Tatum, a.k.a. Officer Talmud. You should watch his 30 minutes crash to Nick Fuentes x Tucker Carlson interview. Lol, and his comments are filled with Zios who despise you.
Why would I? He's
put this on my life. He would never say this to my face. You want to bet me? I will upload it on Instagram for you guys. If he would ever come and get in my face and say what he about to say on this thing, he would never do it. He would come when he approaches me, which he never would. He would be trying to be my friend and be nice to me, just like all these other fools that I catch in public.
Officer Tatum, the person that claims to be a conservative and the arbiter of free speech, an avid supporter of free speech, a former police officer. Sir, are you openly and publicly alluding to the fact that you would assault a person for, might I say, exercising their free speech? Nick Fuentes didn't even threaten you. He insulted you. He criticized you. And you're alluding to the fact that you would do something to this?
Hey, we all know there's dirty cops out there. Why is this kid acting like he's all surprised? I'm telling you, too much drama.
Mama, Officer Tatum.
Hey, man, Tucker, some, hey, man.
We shouldn't blur it. I want people to hear what he's saying.
Brandon Tatum is an idiot. Dumbest person I've ever heard. He should get an education. Officer Tatum should get an education. He should learn how to read.
And maybe he got the reading part right, but
So,
everything else is crazy. He said the N-word. He said all kind of other stuff in his speech. We were trying to block it so they don't ban us. But that's what he really said. Matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do on one of my other platforms that we don't get canceled on? I'm going to play the raw clip of it. Maybe on my Instagram or something, I'll play the raw clip. Y'all can go to my Instagram and find the raw clip of it where he's saying the N-word and acting a fool.
Really? Really, Officer Tatum? Roll the clip.
Is that the black?
Everybody on your live stream knows you some bitch. And when I see you, I'm whooping your ass down your live. You want to be hood, nigga? You want to be hood? You want to go talking shit and you call me and say you apologize? Yeah, nigga.
I never apologize.
You apologize?
I never
apologize. My wife listened to you.
I never apologize. What I said.
Listen, Officer Tatum, this could all go away very quickly if you got down on your knees and you said you were sorry and you asked God for some time and have a little conversation and start working things out. You just need to work things out. Just get on your knees, start talking, work things out. You know, baby steps if you need to. You should be a role model, and this is not acceptable. It hasn't been acceptable for a long time.
Let's roll clip 402. And this is just a few clips I have. There's probably 400,000 clips of this fool just being a nut job. And Tucker brings him on, and people don't know this side of him, right? He go on PBD podcasts, he go on people's podcasts, and they go, but then people don't know that this is the other stuff he's saying on his own platform. Roll the clip.
Hey, I'm a stone cold white nationalist, and I love Hitler, and I don't want Indians here, and I'm not a Democrat, okay? And I'm not woke, and I'm not liberal.
All right, and let me preface it too, because I don't want nobody saying, Brandon, you took that out of context. I watched the entire video. He goes on to act like, oh, we can't talk like this. We can't talk like this because it's bad. So he's doing that superfluously. So there's no additional context to what he said. Let's roll clip 403. Roll it.
It's like, lady, didn't your husband just get his face blown off like 2 seconds ago? And not to be insensitive about it, but everyone's thinking it. No one wants to be the... No one wants to say it. Everyone's thinking it.
Amen.
Right.
Everyone was thinking it when she gave the first speech. Everyone was definitely thinking it at the memorial. Nobody wants to say it because it's inappropriate. It's insensitive. I am the troll, right? So I'll be the one to say it. I think it's super inappropriate. I think it's inappropriate. I think it's weird. It's bizarre. Something is off there, and I don't like it. But they're doing the Super Bowl commentators with the headsets on, doing a media table. They're selling merch, registering voters. They got pyrotechnics. Is this WrestleMania or is this a funeral? Like, what are we doing here? And then, the day after the funeral, I'm getting 500 texts and emails
Of white trash having an obscene amount of money. That's what they did with Charlie Kirk's funeral.
Erica Kirk here. I miss
Like
him.
Hollywood.
Every time I blink, every beat of my heart. Make sure to donate $5, $15, $25. It's like, okay. Then they're doing a show. Did you see the show today? And so prescient. I said it last night. I said, I'm getting like a fake vibe. I'm not... Something's off there.
Right.
And people say, well, everybody grieves differently.
Channing Tatum, this really is stupid on his part, because I'm really enjoying this video. This is just free publicity for Nick Fuentes.
Yeah, I don't know how much mileage we can get out of that one anymore. Something's not right there. Very bizarre, weird vibe there. And did you see the show? Erica hosted the Charlie Kirk show this afternoon, and she's like, she looks like she's over the moon. She's happy as a clam. And again, who am I to judge? Everybody grieves differently. She's a very devout Christian. Some people say maybe that's just strength, that's resolve. I don't know. It's one thing if your husband dies, period. It's another thing if your husband dies at age 31, unexpectedly. It's another thing if your 31-year-old husband unexpectedly dies because he gets publicly executed with blood gushing out in front of thousands of people screaming and running away. That's like something that's altogether different.
Have an opportunity to do it again. And it should be an example to everybody in the world that if you ever think about trying something like this, your country will cease to exist. That Israel is one of our greatest allies. And for people to think otherwise, you fall in one or two categories. You're either ignorant or you simply hate Jews. Quit lying to yourself. Quit trying to cover. You just hate Jews. Just say it. I don't want to hear I'm just asking questions no more.
Why are people
You're not just
talking?
asking questions. Asking questions mean you do your research.
That Charlie Kirk said.
I am going to continue to ask the question. A 20-hour response in a country the size of New Jersey. That begs a big explanation. And more importantly, America is significantly underwriting the Israeli government $4 billion a year. We as American taxpayers deserve answers to this. We deserve answers. Also, if we're going to get into a regional or world war based on an intel failure, we pay for this. What are we buying, right? I got smeared as a Jew hater, an anti-Semite, and conspiracy theorist because I said exactly what I just said. And I refuse to back down despite all the smears thrown at me. Because I learned during COVID. I learned when they told us that it came from a bat in the Himalayas. I learned when they told us the vaccine was safe and effective. I learned when they told us that ivermectin was horse paste, that you better keep asking questions because it's the only thing that keeps us free. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I'm going to say it again.
You just hate Jews. Just say it. I don't want to hear I'm just asking questions no more.
That you better keep asking questions because it's the only thing that keeps us free.
I pray that, according to the riches of his glory, he may grant that you may be strengthened in your inner being with power through his Spirit, and that Christ may dwell in your hearts through faith, as you are being rooted and grounded in love. Ephesians 3:16-17.